kind of piggyback writing on, those news. It was the season finale of Game of Thrones, and it was...
GOT.
Yeah, GOT. It was 81 minutes long, so that's 13 minutes longer than season 6 finale, which was titled The Winds of Winter.
Take note, Lena Dunham.
Do not. And the season was shorter than the usual 10-episode seasons, with just 7 episodes. So people were really hoping for more, but we didn't get it, and that's fine. But the series also broke record for viewers with 12.1 million viewers.
Wow.
That's about 30% more than last season's finale. And season 8 won't be coming until 2019, so people got plenty of time to catch up on 7 seasons.
Why so long? They're just trying to milk it, or?
I think they're trying to milk it, but they keep also saying that the cost of it is really high.
I know they're trying to let the author, I had thought, release
he's
a
making
book
more books
or something.
Right. The show's past where the books are at, so
they're just
anything right now is
it's kind of like not real.
Right,
books.
not based on the books.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I think it's several reasons. I think it might be that build up, the books, and also the cost.
Yeah, I heard the cost was a lot. I saw it somewhere on Instagram, but they said the numbers for it.
I think
it was insane.
Yeah, I
so they got a GoFundMe. So make sure you guys donate to Game of Thrones tonight. They're hurting.
They're hurting. Yeah, right. Yeah. And then my last piece of news is that for the Shameless fans, the U.S. version is coming back November 5th with season 8 on Showtime, which is pretty exciting.
I actually haven't seen Shameless yet, but I've heard very good stuff. Yeah?
I think the way it's shot, I think you have a lot to say about like the visuals, like how like gritty it looks without it trying. You know, sometimes things look distressed to give that look, but it just looks naturally distressed. So I think you'd really like that show. But
nice.
It's coming back, and I know a lot of people watch it on Netflix. There's, I think, 6 or 7 seasons on Netflix. So for the lucky few that have Showtime, you'll be able to enjoy it
right away.
Pretty soon.
Nice.
Yeah, November 5th.
Cool.
That's all my news.
Tim, do you have anything?
I came unprepared. I'm just here for
just
color commentary.
Nice. Well, you plug your show.
Yeah.
So you covered our local news.
Local news. Yeah.
So that was you on the.
Yeah, that was
that sounds good.
Thank you.
Are you guys like on iTunes or anything?
So we're actually releasing 2 songs tomorrow. Thank you for reminding me. And it's going to be on iTunes. It's going to be on Spotify. It's going to be on our Bandcamp page, and so another little plug there. So
yeah, all weather.
All weather.
Okay.
One word.
Nice. And you do the vocals, right?
Yeah, I play guitar and
nice.
sing on it. Yeah.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to that like 10 times today.
Oh, sweet. Thanks.
Yeah, it's so good. All right, I'll start my news. It's pretty much horror based as usual. But anyway, Bone Tomahawk director S. Craig Zahler. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that film. It was a kind of horror western that came out a few years ago. So he's done a new movie, and it's just got a new teaser release, and it's the title of the film is called Brawl in Cell Block 99, and it's starring Vince Vaughn. I guess Vince was so impressed with Bone Tomahawk that he seeked out this director specifically to work with him on his next project. So I wrote up a little summary, so it won't be like a hollow kind of news bit. But anyway, the film is about. So it's as life starts turning sideways for a former boxer named Bradley, he turns to crime, which leads him to prison. Ultimately, things turn visceral as he has to fight for survival within prison.
Oh wow!
Yeah. The film will release on October 6, 2017, followed by video on demand October 13th. So if you guys are interested in that stuff, check it out. It seems pretty gritty, and I saw a few screen caps and stuff, and he looks nuts. They said one of the how do you say it? Like something the critics are saying is prepare to see Vince Vaughn in a new light.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
I better.
Is he like boxing in jail, or is it like
it's
yard fights,
like like underground, like bare knuckle,
like Luke Cage style?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Tight.
So he probably bulked up for this.
He looks, and he shaved his head, like all fucking gnarly.
He's a pretty big dude. He's like 6 something.
Yeah, he's
like
already
6'4"
big.
or something like that.
Moving on to, I'm surprised nobody said this, so I'm glad I get to share it. But one of Stephen King's homes in Bangor, Maine, recently had a red balloon pop up in one of the front windows.
Oh wow!
Why are people just watching his home?
I guess it's a notorious tourist kind of attraction.
Okay.
People like to come and take pictures and stuff. But yeah, somebody put a red balloon in his window. So kudos to Mr. King for that crazy marketing scheme.
It's coming out soon, right?
Yeah, September 8th.
Okay.
So that's right around the corner. I'm super excited to just experience that. I don't know if I'm going to like it or not because I fucking hate clowns, but it'll be fun. I'll do one off the top of the dome. Have you guys heard of the Alamo Drafthouse? They have theaters all around the world, but I guess they've set up a clowns only It showing.
I heard about it. No,
which will not end well. Probably for the clowns.
Am I the only one that likes clowns?
I'm
Probably.
Say yeah.
I don't like clowns.
I have a great picture of me as a clown. I'll have to send that to you. Or go dressed.
We'll put it on Instagram.
Like go dressed as
negative likes.
Negative. Take my like away.
Yeah, I'm down for it.
You're down to clown.
I'm down to clown.
Okay. Next up, have you guys has anybody seen The Gallows?
No, is that with Blake Lively? No.
No.
Okay.
That's The Shallows.
There you go.
You knew what I was thinking about.
Well, anyway, in 2015, we got the Warner Brothers film The Gallows, which was about the story of a group of high schoolers who break into their school in the middle of the night, but they soon find out that there is an angry spirit seeking vengeance. So a sequel was filmed in secret, and that's basically it. I guess that's coming soon, and I didn't write a summary for it. But you guys don't care because
I think I remember seeing a preview for it now.
Yeah, it was like a found footage style. I thought it was really good. I guess it made a shit ton of money. People went to see it, but it wasn't really like well received by critics or fans. Nobody, I guess, a lot of people didn't like it, but I thought it was good. It was scary. The film was made for like a mere $100,000,
Okay.
and it made like so much more, like millions and millions more. So, of course, a sequel would come at some point. Yeah, I think so that's the end of my news.
Okay.
Do you want to move on to recommendations?
Yeah, sure.
Do you want to start it?
You got the weekly?
Yeah, I can start. Okay, so I'll start with a movie recommendation. And I think I spoke to Wesley about this before, but I would recommend the Rec series, which are Spanish zombie films.
Record.
Yeah, so Rec is abbreviated for Record. It's like a found footage style of films, with the exception of 4, which is not found footage. But it's nice because it's kind of it's a different take on zombies. I mean, if you're tired of zombies, okay, but I think the conversation that I had with Wesley was that a lot of these characters look like people just down the street, and a lot of my issues with a lot of movies is that they cast these like beautiful people that they're like killing and like in these situations, so I never feel like
it takes you kind of out of the realism of it.
Yeah, definitely. And this like feels like I could be living in that apartment complex where this starts to go down. And yeah, it's just I think it's slightly different take on traditional like zombie films. And it's also Rec 3 is a little different from the first two, but it's still kind of all like in the same like storyline. And it's nice because I had read something that the directors didn't want these like wide shots of zombies like in Barcelona. They really wanted to like narrow down to like these intimate like, you know, encounters with zombies where you are just having to fight like a few on your own. Not like, I mean, I'm not trying to like bag on Walking Dead, but half the time they're like fighting their way through tons of zombies. So it's just a different take on like a zombie film. So the last one has come out in the last few years, and like I mentioned, it's not a found footage. And there is a U.S. Like an American version of the movies that's called Quarantine, but I didn't actually see it. Leslie informed me that it was pretty good. I just haven't gotten around to see it, but that's my weekly recommendation for a movie.
Weekly rec.
Weekly
recommendation. And for TV, so I don't know if you guys heard of this show. It's called Misfits.
Yeah.
It's on a UK like channel 4 or something like that. That's like the name of the network. And it's kind of similar to one of the shows that I've talked about on the show. It's called The In-Betweeners. They're all these like British shows, and they're all like kind of crass, and it really has to be your type of comedy because it's very dry and dark. But this show I think is like super underrated. I had read that at one point it was like Hulu's like most watched show, and so and it's not very long, which shocks me. It's 5 seasons long, but the first 3 have the original cast members, and then 4 and 5 have different characters. And if you watched it, like, it would explain why that is, but I think that's pretty interesting that Hulu would pick up a show that had different characters and then do well with it. Like I said, it is short, but it's like packed with just like really wacky storylines. And like I mentioned, it's like In-Betweeners, where it's that kind of comedy. And I know that Netflix just released another comedy by the creator of the In-Betweeners called White Gold. And so they're very similar. I would say watch In-Betweeners first before you watch White Gold, but before any of those
Is that the one with the guy from Gossip Girl?
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't know his name. I feel like I mean, he's only from Gossip Girl, so I don't know what else he's from, but
Chuck Bass or whatever, right?
Is that his real name?
His name in the show.
Oh, okay.
Because I know I have a lot of people who watch that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that's the only thing he might be famous for. But yeah, so I would say before watching those 2 shows, watch Misfits.
Okay.
So it's about a group of offenders who have to complete court-ordered community service. It's like supernatural stuff happens like right away, so you don't have to wait for any of it. Familiar faces are I might be totally destroying his name. Iwan Rheon from Game of Thrones is one of the 5 original cast members. He plays Ramsay Snow on Game of Thrones. And the show kind of just follows their short adventure as they find out what they've like acquired from going to this community service. And the second half of the show is actually led by Joseph Gilgan, who is who's famous for portraying Woody on This Is England, and also the Irish vampire Cassidy in Preacher, in the TV series Preacher. My only last notes about that is it's just like worth watching. It's a really quick watch, and